and welcome to the Sharpshooter. Today, my guest is Uncle BJ. Okay, who are our top 5 favorite wrestlers?
Thank you for having me on, sir.
Welcome. Who are your top 5 favorite wrestlers?
Who's my top 5 favorite wrestlers? Okay, Hulk Hogan,
Okay.
Andre the Giant,
Okay.
the Iron Sheik.
Ooh, I don't know him.
He's really good. He was a champion before. King Kong Bundy.
What?
And Macho Man Randy Savage. We can't forget about him.
Okay, my top 5 favorite wrestlers: John Cena,
Okay.
The Rock.
Who else? The Rock. Okay.
He's a wrestler.
Who else? Who else do you like?
X-Pac.
X-Pac. He's good. He's the one who always goes like this, yeah?
Yeah.
And Kurt Angle.
Okay, Kurt Angle's the real deal.
And Mysterio. And Rey Mysterio.
I like Rey Mysterio. I met him before. You're taller than he is.
Really?
Yeah. You're bigger than him.
No, I'm just tall. What are your top 2 favorite moves? Wrestling moves.
I always was a huge fan of the pile driver. I always liked that, right? Because that's like the
Undertaker.
best move. Yeah, the Undertaker. His is the tombstone pile driver, right? His is a special one. And then of course I like the Hulk Hogan leg drop. You know, when he would run on the ropes and then drop on the guy with his leg. I liked him. What about you?
My favorite moves, People's Elbow.
People's Elbow, The Rock.
And Sharpshooter.
Who does the Sharpshooter again? Is it Triple H?
No.
Hitman Hart.
Yeah. Yep. He's
And
one
The
of my
Rock.
favorites.
The Rock does it too, but he made it his own move.
Yeah, the Sharpshooter, that's
Hitman Hart.
the Hitman Hart is the excellence of execution. That's his name.
That's right. So Ollie wants to
Hey, let me can I tell you a story, Ali, about my parents?
He wants to get into character real quick.
Okay.
The spirit of wrestling. He's turning into his.
Oh, wow.
Tell Uncle BJ your ring name, and then
Kid Chaos.
King Chaos. I love that name. Kid Chaos. I love that. Hey, that's a cool mask. I never had a mask like that when I was growing up. That's a really cool mask.
You want to tell him
This
how
is
you got
not
it?
a fake one. It's a real one.
It's the real deal? Is that from Mysterio Jr.?
Well, kind of.
Okay.
Or do you want to do the rest of this as Kid Chaos, or you want to go back to Ollie?
Kid Chaos.
All right, leave it on then. So
Can
Uncle BJ had a story for you. Listen up.
Yeah, okay. So my parents always would tell me every day, I mean, not every day, but they'd tell me, they said, the way you learned how to read, because back then, when I was your age, Ali, in Hilo, there wasn't many places to go. There wasn't as many stores to go to get wrestling information. But there was this, it was a sports card shop, I think, and they had comic books and they had wrestling magazines back then. Wrestling magazines were really big. I mean, I don't know how about really big, but I loved them. And my mom and dad told me that's where I learned how to read, because I would go grab all of those wrestling magazines and I would just go through them and read them all. And I was ahead of my time in reading because I loved wrestling so much, and I would read everything. And it was a fun. I think it is true. Because I remember loving the magazines. I'd always go and get them. And I think WWF had one. And then there was like 3 magazines, I think. WWF was one. And then Yeah, WWE,
WWO.
WWE. Yeah.
WWO?
NWO you talking about? Yeah, they were good too. I forget what it was like NWA. It was like the National Wrestling Alliance.
What about ECW?
I remember ECW. They came out like in around like the late 90s or like early 2000s or something, ECW, and they were doing all kinds of extreme, because they were extreme wrestling, and they were doing all kind of extreme stuff, backflips and high jumps.
Whoa!
Rey Mysterio was with them because he's so awesome, that guy.
He was the champ.
Okay, that makes sense then. Doesn't he have like a good kick he does to the guy too to knock the guy out at the end? Like a back kick.
6'9".
619.
619.
That's his kick?
Yeah.
Yeah, and that's
And he
his
does
area
choke
code.
with his legs. He tried to do it on what's his name? Kurt Angle.
But what happened? What did Kurt Angle do?
I think he put his elbow like this.
It wasn't a good match for Ray, the one we saw.
He lost. I think he snapped it to ankle lock.
Hey,
Well, Kurt Angle is so much bigger than him, yeah?
Yeah.
Ollie,
Wasn't fair.
want to ask Uncle BJ about maybe one of his favorite matches?
What are one of your favorite matches?
My favorite match of all time was I think my two. Okay, so WrestleMania 1, it had like I think it was Hulk Hogan and Andre the Giant versus Mr. T and Rowdy Roddy Piper. I think that was WrestleMania 1, so that was a good match. And then I think my favorite match is Hulk Hogan versus Andre the Giant. And Hulk Hogan picked up Andre the Giant and body slammed him. And then after that, Hulk Hogan was just the best of all time after he beat Andre the Giant. Because nobody could ever beat Andre the Giant. Yeah, and then Hulk Hogan lost the belt to Ultimate Warrior. That was a good match too.
Wait, how did he lose?
I couldn't believe it too. I was thinking that the whole time. I was thinking, how did Hogan lose? He was back and forth, and then he went for his leg drop, and then Ultimate Warrior moved out of the way, and then Ultimate Warrior splashed Hogan and pinned him. And I cried after because Hulk Hogan.
Really? Were you grown up?
I was like, how old was I? Jeez. I think I was 10 maybe, or younger, or 9 or 10. I think I was 9 or 10 when that happened.
Really?
Yeah.
I remember that too. Daddy was pretty sad as well because Ollie, who's Daddy's favorite wrestler?
Hulk Hogan.
Yeah. So me and Uncle PJ are about the same age, so we grew up. He was our hero, our first hero.
Hogan.
Yeah.
Hulk Hogan. Yeah.
A lot of people don't realize.
MVP is another of my favorite wrestlers, and Jack Swagger.
Yeah,
and Jack Swagger. He's pretty good, yeah.
And MVP. I met Jack Swagger and X-Pac.
Where did you see him? Where did you meet them? At San Jose Arena?
On a podcast.
Nice. Wow. That's pretty awesome. I never got to meet those guys yet.
What?
Yeah, you're pretty lucky, Ollie. Or there's not too many 5-year-olds with the podcast, but
yeah,
you get to meet a lot of your wrestling heroes.
Wait.
You know, Uncle BJ, remember we were watching his fights?
Oh, yeah.
You want to ask him about some fighting?
Okay, who are our top 2 favorite fighters?
My top 2 favorite fighters are Chuck Liddell.
Okay, I don't know him.
We'll learn.
And you're gonna have to go look these names: Chuck Liddell and Tito Ortiz.
Go
look up those names. Yeah, go look up those names: Chuck Liddell and Tito Ortiz.
You know, the first 2 fights Ollie ever went to, he was still super young. He won't remember. He was a baby. They were both happened to be Tito Ortiz fights that we were putting on. So
What?
he came as a
Wow.
baby to the first one. Yeah, your first
What?
2 fights ever, Ollie. I always tell Tito that story too.
That is cool. You got to see
My
you got
top
to see one of the greatest
favorite
of all time.
fighters.
Who are your favorite fighters, Ollie? He doesn't watch fighting that much. He's a pure wrestling guy, but every now
The
and then.
wrestling guy. Hey,
PJ
Oh,
thank you.
and
Thank you.
Castel.
That's nice of you.
And Castel.
And Castel?
Cass Bell. He's a one of our young up and coming guys from Humboldt.
With the green hair. The green hair guy.
Well, hold on real quick, guys. This radio came. Yeah, perfect. Thanks, Primo. I want. Hey, do you like Vince McMahon?
Oh, wrestling?
Yeah.
Who's Vince McMahon, Ollie?
Oh, boss. The boss.
Yeah, the boss. The boss. You like him?
Mm-hmm.
Is he nice or is he not fair?
He's sometimes not fair.
Yeah, that's true. Okay, you're paying attention. You're paying attention.
Ollie, tell Uncle BJ about what do you know about good guys and bad guys?
What do
What
you
are they
know?
called? No, you tell him. Tell him what you know.
Heels. Bad guys are called heels and good guys are called baby faces.
Yes. Yes. You know the lingo. That's called the term. You know the terms.
What?
Good job.
What do you think on Uncle BJ would be? Is he a heel or a baby face?
Heel or baby face?
What do you think? Am I a heel or a baby face?
A heel.
Okay. Yeah. I've been a heel lately. So I'll just stick with the heels. I'll just stick with the bad guys for now. But I'm gonna come over to the good side soon.
Oh my God, the baby face. Yeah.
What are you, Ollie? What is Kid Chaos?
A heel.
Kid Chaos is a heel, but when you take off your mask, you're a baby face.
Still in my heel.
You're still a heel.
Always wrestle.
That's funny.
Because that is a souvenir. Rey Mysterio mostly gives people souvenir, but that's a real one.
Oh, that is a real souvenir.
Yeah,
I want a mask like that. I want a mask like that for my birthday one day.
he actually signed it.
Wow, Rey Mysterio himself. Look at that. 61. Was it? Wow.
619.
Yeah, 619.
Oh, I thought he was born in 61. I say, wow, he's in great shape.
Yeah, we have to.
619.
we
It
have-
says 619.
Yeah. That's what we're just talking about. We have to give Jesse from Roots to Fight a shout out for that. He gave that to Ollie to help him continue to dream and.
Wow, that's huge.
Hopefully we can get Rey Mysterio on the podcast.
Who?
Rey Mysterio.
Mysterio. Oh, man. That would be awesome. That would be awesome to get Rey on.
We're trying to get
We
Kurt
gotta
Angle.
get. I'm a big fan of Rey Mysterio also. So if you
We're trying
get to
Kurt
talk to
Angle
him,
on.
if you get to talk to him, say, Uncle BJ really wanted to watch you on the podcast too. Let him know.
Couple more questions, Ollie.
Okay.
Okay, what do you got, Ali?
What do you think of modern wrestling?
Modern wrestling.
It doesn't matter what you think.
That's pretty good, sir. That's very good.
Tell us about that, Ollie. What a
The
promo?
Rock plays it.
What is that called?
Promo. Cutting the promo.
Yeah,
You just
cutting
cut
a
a promo
promo.
on Uncle BJ.
You just cut it. That was a
I
good
like
one,
own
actually. You can
promo.
use that. You can use that as a little commercial piece. What do you think about modern wrestling? And as soon as I start to talk, you come on. It doesn't matter what you think. That was a good job. I like
Okay,
that.
I got my own joke. Holy
Okay, let's hear
kids.
it. Huh?
Holy kids.
Holy kids?
Well, that's your promo that you cut the other day with who? Tell Uncle BJ who you had on the other day.
Mauro Ronaldo.
Oh, yeah? How is Mauro doing?
Good. Mama Mia.
Mamma Mia, that is him.
Had a good time. They went back and forth. There's a lot of energy on that one. That was a lot of fun. We'll have to send that one to you. Ollie, do you have a couple more questions for Uncle BJ? Anything you've been thinking about?
When is the next wrestling when is the next time you're gonna watch wrestling? Is it tonight or when?
What? Tonight?
Well, tonight, Monday night is
Monday Night Raw.
That's right.
It's still going. Raw is War.
There is Raw tonight, SmackDown on Friday,
Oh,
and then we watch AEW on Wednesday. There's NXT on Thursday. There's so much wrestling these days. It's great. It's like the golden.
NXT.
Interesting. I
NXT
never
on
started getting back
Thursday?
into it.
Oh no, sorry.
On Thursday?
No. NXT's on Wednesday. I'm sorry. The same time as AEW. So that's the war now. Wednesday Night War.
So who's the one with Mike Tyson? Did you see Mike Tyson the other
AEW.
night?
Yeah, that's AEW.
Yeah.
Did you watch, Ollie?
Yeah. Ollie, I think you were asleep already for that one.
For which one?
The last AEW. Yeah, they had Tyson, Vitor, Cejudo, right? They all came out.
You're mean.
You were sleeping.
Who's the
Okay,
belly?
Ollie. Oh, Ollie. You know what? I just thought we can end this with a couple questions, or like you can tell Uncle BJ about.
I want to say one more. Can I say one more story?
Oh my
So
God.
they used to have Saturday night wrestling. They used to have Saturday night main event wrestling. I know. I'm sorry. I'm boring everybody.
No. He didn't mean it that way. He's that man. He's excited.
No. Perillo's over here teasing me is why. Perillo's over here saying when Ali said, "Oh my God," Perillo started laughing. Okay.
He's just excited.
Yeah. They used to have Saturday night's main event, the wrestling. And I remember there was King Kong Bundy versus Hulk Hogan. They were fighting later that night. But I couldn't stay up. I just kept trying to go to sleep. And I told my dad, okay, I'm going to go to sleep for a little bit. Pour some water on me to wake me up. Make sure I get up. And my dad came over and poured some water on me. And I started screaming at him. Oh, my dad, yeah. Poured a bunch of ice cold with ice cubes and everything all over me. That's something Pop would do. Right? Ice cubes and everything, and I was freezing. Actually, Hogan ended up losing that match. He got counted out. He didn't lose his belt. Because what's the only way you can lose your belt?
Count out pins.
Yeah, pin is the only way. You can't disqualify or you can't get counted out. You gotta get pinned to lose your belt. So
Wait.
Can I do that to you? Pour ice water on you when the match is coming up to wake you up?
Fine.
Hey, you're a hardcore fan, buddy.
I'm gonna tell you something. I think you already told me that.
Yeah, I told you last night, but I wanted to tell it one more time on your podcast.
On the show. You got to share it with the world. Hey, Ollie, let's end. Tell Uncle BJ you were doing some wrestling, weren't you?
I was doing wrestling last night.
No. With your team. Tell them about your team.
What team?
Who's your wrestling coach?
DC.
Wow, you can't get a better wrestling coach than DC.
And tell them where, because it's a special story. Uncle BJ also started there, but tell them.
AKA. Do you know Mr. Javier Mendez too?
Yeah.
You know him?
I think so.
Yeah, you do.
Is he skinny? Is he skinny or is he fat now?
I haven't seen him in a long time.
Yeah, it's been a couple months. But he's the Vince McMahon of AKA.
What the?
Yeah. That's
God.
exactly what he is.
So you're starting off the same place Uncle BJ started off.
What the?
I think that's pretty cool, don't you?
Yeah. The gym and the wrestling and the knowledge. The knowledge. I see you got the knowledge.
Hopefully you'll be the next prodigy. All right, well, hey, we got to get going. Let's thank Uncle BJ and sign off.
Hey, thank you more.
Welcome.
Thank you. I had a good time. Thanks for having me on. I'll be on anytime. You just let me know.
Thanks, BJ.
Okay.
Bye.
Okay, take it easy.
Yeah.
Yeah.